Alright, we're here at the property. Over here you get your gas tank. I believe your tankless hot water heater and fireplaces are the only thing that'll be using this. You can see a little bit of burn going on right there, but there's a couple logs throughout there that are burnt too. I'm assuming it's just from those fires that we had about 5 years ago. So right here you can actually see that this lower deck looks like it's dropped, pulled away right here. But you do have your leg bolts right there. That's what we want to see too. And you do have your joist hangers, which is nice. So some of that stone is cracked right there. That's just settlement, because it didn't seem to be doing anything on the inside. Some of these doors do have a little bit of just weathering from the sun. That cracking, that's just from the sun. You do have some steps that are loose and wobbly throughout. They're gonna need replacement. And you get that board. And this board, it's warping a little bit. That was warping. Looks like you've had a little bit of settlement around this foundation. Risers for your septic. This one actually is leaning, and you've washed out a little bit right there. That looks more of a settling dirt around it, whereas that one looks more of a washout because it's going under it. Same with right there too, that looks more of a washing out. Steps. These rails, when they dried, they went short right there. So a couple of those are loose. It's going to come loose, so that needs to be reattached properly. For these strips, I recommend you put them on the steps too, that way nobody will slip and fall down. Right here, you can actually see these posts have twisted because that's come loose. But you also need a graspable handrail right there and right there. Steps throughout here too, by the way, all the way from the bottom up. Need to be repaired. We got some damage right there. There's a board that's lifting right there, so that could be a tripping hazard potentially. Some more weathering. view was much better before the rain moved in, but take a look at that. Ditch a downspout. That works good. Right there, you got a little bit of water intrusion at some point, but it's dry now. Yeah, you're gonna need some kind of extension right there. Another grass pull handrail. All your GFCIs worked in the kitchen and the bathrooms. You do have corrugated pipe right there, and it's coming loose right there. Cracked tiles. Yeah, this is the loose toilet. So this one, when I came in, it'd be right of that door, falling through. And that one's loose. And it's got some tiles in front of it that are starting to crack. Also, the mortar right there is coming, well, separating from this. And it's just settlement with logs. They just kind of will move and roll as they're settling. A bunch of doors are scratched too from the dogs. Let's see. Just catching right there. All right, that light's kind of messing up. You got some little black spots right there. There we go, you can see a little bit right there. It's I believe it's mildew. You get it when you don't get a lot of airflow with high humidity. Floors have bunches, I guess you'd say, wear and tear from furniture being pulled on it. Now these spots right here, normally associated with moisture, but and we have pretty good overhangs, so I'm thinking people coming from the hot tub, which is right over there, they just come and they just walk right in here, drip, 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 and eat their food. Right here, you're gonna need graspable handrail. And even though this here, it's not graspable. Here's your utility closet. Trying to focus on. Yeah. So your well switch, typically you have like a little well switch right here. Well, this one is basically creating constant pressure. That's an electronic one. And this runs on gas, like I was saying earlier. Electrical panels behind this bad boy. This has had some leak around the door, but that probably is just a seal thing around it. It wasn't leaking when I did my thing with it. This might have been one of the shower heads that was leaking right there behind it. I know at least half of them did. Got a couple of these that are loose. That worked. These are 2005. They're good for about 20 years. About the average life of them. So if it's 2005 and it's currently 2023, you got about another 2 years roughly of life expectancy, but they could go even longer. Missing smoke detector. They all went off. There were two I couldn't physically touch because of the height, but they're all connected because when I tested that one, every single one in the house went off. All right. I'm sure there's other things I'm missing, but that's nice.